Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today my topic is simple, compound and complex sentence. A simple sentence contains a subject and a finite verb. Subject we know, doer of action, or we can say the person about we say something. And it also contains a finite verb, or we can simply say it contains a main verb. For example, I am a doctor. Here I is subject and I subject am verb or auxiliary verb. He is a teacher. He subject is verb. He laughs. He laughs is verb. So simple sentence contains a subject and a verb. We can also call a simple sentence an independent clause. First of all, we must know what clause means. What clause is? Clause is the smallest unit of a sentence. It always consists, it has a subject and a verb. Clause has a subject and a verb. Sometimes it may be a complete sentence, but it forms most of a larger part of a sentence. There we use two words. One is phrase, another is clause. There is a difference. There is similarity. In clause, it has group of words. All these words are meaningful. Phrase has also group of words. It also contains group of words. They are meaningful. But what is the difference between a clause and a phrase? Clause is group of words that has a subject and a verb combination. But in phrase, we don't have a subject and verb combination. So let's come to our topic. Our topic is simple, compound, and complex sentence. All simple sentence that containing a subject and a verb are simple. I eat, he runs, she goes, etc. All these sentence has a subject and a verb. A subject and a verb. Subject and a verb. It is simple sentence. Now, in simple sentence, there is a combination of subject and verb. Now, what is compound sentence? Compound means it is mixture of. In science, we have learned about what compound is. Compound is that is a thing that consists more than one elements. So let's in English let's see what compound sentence means. A compound sentence, unlike simple sentence, compound sentence, it is combination of two simple sentence. Both are independent, both have a subject and a verb. Let me write definition here. A compound sentence has two independent clauses joining by a conjunction. We have two sentences here. She tried to lift the suitcase. It was too heavy. Both these sentences are independent. They have independent clause. She here is subject, tried here is verb, subject it is verb. It here is subject, was here is verb or auxiliary verb. These two independent sentence, when we join these two independent sentence by a conjunction, so it becomes compound. She tried to lift the suitcase, but the suitcase was heavy. Here, in order to join these two sentences to make them one, we use here conjunction. Here we have to use but conjunction, coordinating conjunction. She tried to lift the suitcase, but it was too heavy. Number second, in second sentence, I am a teacher. We have here two different sentences. I am a teacher. My daughter is a doctor. When we join such two sentences that are independent, they form a compound sentence, they make a compound sentence. I am a teacher here, and my daughter is a doctor. Sentence number 3. In sentence number 3, he did not have enough money. He paid by credit card. He did not have enough cash, but here we have to use so. So he did not have enough money to purchase or sell, to buy or purchase things. So he paid by credit card. Here we used this coordinating conjunction so. Complex sentence. A complex sentence has more clause. It contains more than one clause. It at least contains one independent clause. It at least contains one dependent clause, or we can say subordinate clause. Let me tell you, first of all, let me tell you what coordinate. We have two different clause. One is coordinate clause that is used in simple and compound sentence, or we say it a independent clause. What coordinate and subordinate clause means? In this complex sentence, we have one subordinate clause. What subordinate means? Subordinate clause forms subordinate clause forms part of a sentence and is dependent on main clause. And coordinate clause, it has subject and a verb and is dependent. It is independent. Coordinate clause is independent. It does not need support of it itself is a main clause. It does not need any support from any other clause. Let me quote here some examples to make you understand this subordinate and coordinate clause and complex sentence. We have here two sentences. I get home from work yesterday. I watched TV for an hour. When I got home from work yesterday. When I got home from work yesterday, here it is a sentence. I watched TV for an hour. If we separate these two sentences, they here this sentence will show us it is independent. It does not need any support from other sentence. But we look at this sentence, we feel that it is not complete. It is not complete, giving us complete meaning. When I got home from work yesterday, we feel something is missing. When I got home from work yesterday. In Urdu I can say जब मैं कल काम से वापस घर आया. So we feel something he has done. After when he reached home, he did some other thing. That's why we feel here something missing. We feel here something incomplete. To make it complete, we need a support. That we need an independent clause here. I watched TV for an hour. So here we have to put comma. I watched TV for an hour. This one is subordinate clause, or we can say it is dependent clause. It does not give us the complete sensation. It does not give us the complete meaning or sense. But this second one of that very sentence, of this sentence, it gives us complete meaning. It gives, we feel that it's complete. It does not need support of some other thing. Sentence number 2, I love to travel. I love to travel. I get meet a lot of interesting people. I love to travel. It's a complete sentence. I get to meet. It is incomplete. It needs support of a main or independent clause. So here this one is dependent or subordinate. This is independent clause. Sentence number 3, even though the exam was quite difficult. The exam was quite difficult. We feel that there is something. Exam was quite difficult, but something has happened. What has happened? Let's see. Even though the exam was quite difficult, it is dependent clause or subordinate clause. All the students passed. In a complex sentence, when if we have two or more sentences, if we will separate them, they will give us meaning. All sentence will give us meaning. If they are two, both the sentence will have meaning. But one need a support of some other sentence. One will be a dependent clause, and rest is independent. It 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 almost contains one dependent clause. Complex sentence contains one dependent clause. Part number example number 4. Let me know. Let me know. You need any help? If I ask somebody, you need my help? You need any help? Help. It means it's a complete sentence. But what is the difference here? This one is independent clause. Let me know. Let me know. What I want to know. Here we feel that it has something. It is something is missing here. We need something more to make it complete. So let me know if you. All if clauses. Any sentence containing if, it is complex. It is always complex. Let me know if you need any help. This one is subordinate or dependent clause, and this one is independent clause. Another example, you cannot go out to play. We are saying to somebody, you cannot go out to play, because there is something to do. That's why we don't allow somebody to go out for play. So it means it is something is missing to make it complete. You have finished your homework. If I will ask somebody a question, have you finished your homework? So you have finished your homework. You cannot go out play until you have finished your homework. To join it, to make a complex sentence, we have to use here until. Until. Let me repeat these examples. First example, what I wrote here, that was, when I got home from work yesterday, I watched TV for an hour. In this sentence, I put comma after first sentence of first clause, but in sentence number second, I didn't use a comma. I love to travel because I get to meet a lot of interesting people. I love to travel because I used here conjunction. That's because I love to travel because I get to meet a lot of interesting people. So in this second sentence, I didn't use comma, but in first sentence, I used comma. Uh, if in complex sentence, we can put clause in any order to decide whether or why dependent or independent, whether it is dependent or independent. If dependent clause is placed at first, we need to use comma. If independent clause is used at first, we did not use, or we need not to use any comma. Now I have written here some sentence. They all are simple sentence. How we can change these simple sentence into complex sentence? First of all, when we transform a sentence from one structure to another without changing its meaning, it's called transformation. It's a method of expressing the same idea or meaning in different grammatical forms. It can be used to bring variety in spoken and written language. Simple sentence can be changed in complex by expanding various phrases. We expand these phrases in the sentence into a subordinate clause. When we expand these phrases into a subordinate, we have these phrases. When we expand them into subordinate clause, what we do, we replace a noun phrase with a noun clause. In order to change them into complex sentence, we replace a noun phrase into noun clause. While transforming a simple into a complex sentence, we replace a noun phrase we have here in a noun phrase. We replace it by a noun clause. He hopes to succeed. It will become like this. He hopes. I have to put here relative clause, that he will succeed. Truth cannot perish. We have a noun phrase. We have changed it into a noun clause. Truth cannot perish. What is true cannot perish. He confessed his guilt. He confessed his guilt. He confessed that he was guilty. Pay attention to his words. It will become like this. Pay attention. Pay attention to his words. It will become pay attention to what he says. What he says, pay attention. He may do anything. How to make it complex? He may do anything. One can do anything what he likes. So he may do anything what he likes. He may do anything. He may do anything what he likes. I will put you home assignment separate that will be relating to this topic. Be return this immediately, the date or time I am giving you. Submit it within the time. Thanks. Have a nice day.